everybody, another week of And the Winner Is. And this week at Bay Hill we had Matt Every come out of nowhere. Little Adam Scott final round, not so hot, led to Matt having a chance to have his victory. And Matt is a really unique swing. You know, once again, no two golfers are the same. We're going to put the anti-method golf version of analysis on Matt. So from the main place to look at Matt is really down the line. So I'm drawing a line on his shaft, and then I draw one, kind of an estimate up through his shoulder. And when I draw that original shaft angle gives us a reference point. The one through the shoulder gives us a little bit of a reference point, and we're putting those there because of swing plane. And you can, if you haven't heard me talk about swing plane, you can check out video on YouTube or on our website about swing plane. And by the way, this is Charlie King. If you don't know who I am, so here with you to give this anti-method golf analysis of Matt Every. Now, so you know he's set up fine, and but here's where the interesting things start. Is he takes it back, you know, club head's a little outside his hands, pretty conventional. He gets to the top, you know, near that upper line that I drew. And then he starts down, and that first move is the move of a person who's just a little bit on the steep side of things. So you see that shaft is nearer to that upper line than it is the lower line. Hips are really cleared out of the way. And so that shaft is definitely what we would consider vertical, a little more from the outside. And so Matt has a distinct fade swing. You know, he's hitting that ball, it's starting left, and it's fading. Now, the great thing about swings like that is that takes the left side of the golf course out of play, and he does really, really good at having a repeating ball flight. Now, you know, one of the interesting things, and I don't know if you could see it from that angle, but there's this one was specifically to show his footwork. And so we go back, you know, the heel comes off the ground just a little bit as he goes back. And then here he comes down. And so the interesting thing is, see, his heel never, so his heel's not really made it back down to the ground. And you see his right heel starting to come up. And then now we got both heels coming up. The foot starts to spin a little bit. So at the moment of impact, right there, we got a couple of spikes on each foot touching the ground. And so a person goes, oh my goodness, he's straightening up out of his posture. He's, you know, that's bad footwork. But that is a misunderstanding of what needs to happen. I mean, what needs to happen is he is resisting up away from the ground. He's got something to accelerate against, which is what must happen. That's what we see that good players have in common. And you see even here, it's even more distinct. And then let's see where his feet finally get back down on the ground. So right there, it gets back down the ground. So almost completely into his finish. And we look back here, and it's harder to see it, but you can, now that you know what to look for, you can see those feet. And from that angle, you can really see what he's doing, which is he is resisting up away from the ground. If we draw the line on his rear end, you know, we see that he comes away from it, which is part of what steep golfers tend to do. So no two golfers are the same, and what Matt does is he produces a repeating ball flight. That's what the golf swing's got to do. He hits the ball pretty solid, and he is a very good putter. His putting stats are excellent. So good job, Matt Every. Keep up the good work, and I hope you enjoyed this video.